But yeah, I got clean out here in the desert. October 15th, 98 was my last day using, so my sobriety date's the 16th. And I showed up here in the desert with a hefty bag of other people's clothes and coming off a really bad run and was homeless and everything else, unemployable, and went to a treatment center out here, stayed there 4 or 5 months, and then started working in the field. And you know, for me, it was just, in the beginning, it wasn't about fun, I would say. I think, you know, I had tried to get clean with young guys before, and it just never really worked out because I'd start running with these young guys and get into trouble again. And so for me, it was more about the absence of pain. It was just trying to get the pain, the anxiety, the shame, all that stuff to stop. And so, but after about 2 years, you know, my sponsor looked at me and he said, I said, look, it's quiet. I don't have anyone after me. And now I'm just bored. And he said, well, if you're bored, it means you're boring. Your fun's your responsibility, and you got to have fun in recovery. And so around 2 years is when I really said, like, I need to have fun. And because I would just go to meetings, and I was so downtrodden and depressed, I think, the first couple of years. But, you know, and so for me, I really, you know, conventions was a big thing, you know what I mean? I'd say, like, we had a big Narcotics Anonymous convention here in the Valley I was a part of, and would go to that, going to concerts, you know, and I'm a musician by trade, so really music was my passion. It's just when I got clean, I had lost that because I was unable to do it. You know, I had sold all my equipment for drugs and gotten kicked out of all the bands and all that stuff, and so playing music again was really when I started having fun. I joined actually a reggae band of all genres, and you know, and they all knew I was in recovery, and they did their thing, I did mine, but got to play with a lot of the great, you know, reggae bands, Steel Pulse and Long Beach Dub All Stars, and Gregory Isaacs and Barrington Levy, and a lot of those guys. So I played in that band for a long time, and so
not
that was
just a pretty face.
No, it was a lot of fun, man. And so playing with those guys, and so did that, and then you know, moved to Boise, Idaho, and you know, my definition, I think a piece of it too is that the more we mature in recovery and progress, our ideas of what's fun, they can change, you know, and
well, and I know you're a family man, and I've met your wife and your kids, and you know, look at going from homeless in San Diego in the desert to Boise, Idaho, owning a business, piece of land up in the mountains, son in college, wife, you know, raising kids,
and so I think my definition of what fun was changed. I know once you have kids, your definition of fun changes a lot, right? And so,
well, I think the most fun is probably when your kids are having fun.
Right, right. And so now, though, my definition of fun is shifting again because all the kids are out, and so it's going back to what I find fun, which is I'm getting to play golf again and travel with my friends. You know, I love traveling. Seeing new places. You know, for a guy that was confined to a 4-block radius, couldn't leave because his dealer was there and his hustle was there and where he slept was there, all in this radius, my world got real small as a result of addiction. And what recovery gave me was that ability to walk anywhere and go anywhere, and as long as I take care of my recovery, I can go anywhere.
You know? Do anything, that's what it's all about.